Yo, what's up guys? I'm here hitting you up with a new video. Today I'm showcasing Chuan, the new unit we got with the new patch. I have him at Reza 2 and I also have a max skills, so you guys don't have to, showcasing or highlighting Chuan's abilities. So what I did with Chuan is I gave him a War Machine Fury set and gave him an accuracy relic on slot 4 because I feel like he needs to land his debuffs, his seer, speed down, and miss rate up to be useful. Also, with his passive skill, with his doggo, he has the ability to um, remove buffs from the enemy. The first spot I want to showcase Chuan is in Sentinel Hunt. What you see right here, I combined them together with Brewster, Ophelia, Dahlia, and Ahmed. And in my opinion, the combination of Brewster and Chuan is actually a very sick combo because they actually complement each other together because they land a lot. They deal a lot of passive damage thanks to their buffs and with the passive skills. So with Chuan's Rezo 2, his ability is when he has his third eye seal on the enemy, it doesn't really matter who attacks the boss or the enemy. He always follows up with his doggo, and without Rezo 2, you don't have that. So if you have his debuff, his third eye seal, and you don't have Rezo 2, then only when Chuan attacks the enemy, his dog will follow up, but with his Rezo 2, it doesn't really matter. So as you can see, Ophelia did her S3 and then he moved in between with the dog, and then Ophelia continued with her attacks. And the combination with Brewster and Chuan is just, as you can see, Ahmed attacked and then Chuan attacked with his dog, and then Brewster attacked with his passive, and they just keep stacking, and racking up the damage. As you can see, we are already here at close to 10 million damage, or we hit 10 million here. Spoiler alert, that's actually my new high score for Sentinel with this combination. I think it's really good, and it's also, I mean, overall Sentinel is very RNG dependent on like what is happening, right? As you know, also I managed to get there with like 0 stacks on the boss. Overall, he does a really good job in Sentinel Hunt. He performs there. You can also combine him on a second stage, maybe like with Ashley and Gaius. You can also combine him. I tried that as well. But I prefer the Brewster and Chuan combo. And for, I say, like pronounced purposes, let's agree on calling Chuan just YC. I believe that's the easiest way to, like we do with Jiang Julie, we call him JJ, and with him, let's just call him YC, in my opinion. I will just let the Sentinel run, and I will be back once we finish the Sentinel boss, and the next place I want to showcase him is in Fafnir. We are back now showcasing you Fafnir 16, that's the team I was using today, testing out YC together with Unus KFC, Gabi, and Ahmed. I know it's not a free-to-play friendly comp because of Unus, but the free-to-play friendly team building, that's the job of Daddy F2P. Shout out to you, man. I know you will watch this video. So I just giving you an idea on how to run Fafnir 16 with YC. I just used Unus for that because he landed the defense break, has the multi-hit, and also does the AP push. KFC is also in there for the damage purposes, for a multi-hits, for stealing the buffs from the bosses, and so on and so forth. Gabi, with Gabi's recent buff with her multi-hits now, she's an excellent unit for Fafnir, and also Ahmed to add the survivability for this specific team. Just showcasing you how YC works here. So he does his multi-hit. He attacks 2 times with his S3, then follows up with his passive, with his dog. So it's a 3-time hit. And when he uses his S1, he hits the boss 3 times and then follows up with his dog. So he actually hits 4 times. Also with the buffs the boss got here, like he gets a lot of shield stacks. I didn't have any issues removing the stacks from the boss, thanks to the multi-hits from all of the units and making them fast and reliable for the stage. I believe the clearing time with this specific team is on average 2 minutes 30. I believe there are better teams out there. We just have to figure stuff out, but I would just let the cracks figure out the insanely fast teams before I switch it up. But for now, I think I will run this team because it runs smooth. It has a 100% success rate for me so far. The time is decent. And I also figured out the reason why they changed rituals, why Lilith changed rituals, and made it harder and slower for everyone to clear. It's just because of the blitz chips, because they implemented those. And if we still clear all the content in like 30-40 seconds, then there's like no reason for us to ever use our blitz chips. So what they were thinking, like, okay, we need to slow them down so our blitz chips look better to them, so that we just say, okay, we don't want to waste our time. We use the blitz chips and then spend our gems on the blitz chips. And following up that, we have to buy more gems because we use them for summons and everything and so on, right? So I believe that's why they did that. And for the end of this video, I just let you watch this run finishing, how it works. And on top of that, we have 2 point war fights featuring YC. When I started the day with YC, I felt like he wasn't that great of a unit. I was pretty disappointed. But the more I use him, I actually like him. And my personal opinion is, if you want to use YC, you definitely have to get him to Resi 2, because his debuff is just 1 turn, and if you don't have him Resi 2, so it does not get triggered by your allies, it doesn't make any sense. So you need him Resi 2 at least to make sense. But overall, decent unit, very good in Sentinel, very good in Fafnir. Very specific in point why I couldn't test him in Holo, because Holo Battle is bugged right now and I couldn't even use my tickets. That was a bummer. But overall, we have to see how he performs in the future. But that's it from my side, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and I see you next time. Bye.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Going my eyes. Don't you see my condition? The fiction is gone running again. Can't you see now? Emotions right into your mind. Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Calling you, and the search is a mystery. Standing on my feet, it's so hard when